because you care. Above and beyond. That's the Air Canada way.
There's Greg Johnson from the University of North Dakota, the leading scorer in the Western Collegiate Hockey Association, even though he's missed 4 games while playing here. Johnson playing on a line with Falloon and Manderville. Valery Karpov over the blue line. The drop pass swept to the end boards by Korotkov. Kasparaitis couldn't keep the puck into the point. Johnson hustles out after him. Couldn't get to the puck. Kasparaitis ran interference enough. John Slaney now. Over the heads of all those at center and down the ice. Konstantin Korotkov to Bure at center. Zoltar, the goal scorer for the Soviets, dumped the puck to the end boards and kept it into the blue line. Here's Petrov with the shot. Rolling puck, and he hit it off the glass. Then he couldn't handle the rolling puck as Falloon moves it to center. Manderville, 2-on-1 with Chris Snell. Dykhouse comes late, and Snell decides he better get back and play defense with Dykhouse up there with him.
Smart move by Snell.
Back the other way comes Bure. Tripped up, and the referee said no way. He waved his arms as a washing out a penalty instead of calling one. Oslich took a hit, couldn't keep the puck into the blue line. 5 minutes to go, second period. Canada leading by a goal. Oleg Petrov. Bure couldn't get a shot away. Back come the Canadians, 3-on-2. Mike Sillinger with Draper. Rice goes wide for the net. Draper's shot. Big rebound is cleared, and it comes outside of the blue line. Brisebois shot the puck back in. Bure, Nemchnikov, Kudashov, now to Oleg Petrov. Nemchnikov moved up, and Draper took the puck away, but then couldn't take it with him. Kudashov, number 12, goes to the net. Kidd stopped him. Mike Sillinger. Up the boards for Stephen Rice. Brisebois moving up, trying to get the puck out. Kept in by Evgeny Nemchnikov at the blue line. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the second period. The Canadians lead by a goal. David Harlock. Alexei Zhitnik at center.
When Harlock made that pass coming out of his own end zone that time, he knew exactly where to go. Go wide along the board.
Zolotov dumped the puck in. Harlock is back. This time he reversed. Kasparaitis keeps the puck in at the right point. David Harlock on the boards for Mike Sillinger. With Draper and Manderville to the blue line, not out. Zhitnik shoots it. Deflected wide of the net. Zolotov driven into the boards by Mike Craig, who's just come off the bench. And the puck is shot down the ice. The Canadians ice it to get a line change. 3:22 left in the second. Canada 2, the Soviets 1.
It's winter. Let the games begin. When the games are through, it's time for a blue. Labatt's blue. It's the way we play.
Everyone says you've got to play the body on the Soviets. One-on-one, you've got to look at them, you've got to take the body. Harlock knows that, but it's easier said than done. Kudashov put a nice move on Harlock and then got the shot away.
But Trevor Kidd was there to make the save. Dale Craigwell and Jan Kaminski. And Kaminski's waved out of the face-off circle. Sergei Berezin moves in. Craigwell won the draw. Slaney to Thornton. Took a bump from Kasparaitis and couldn't move the puck out. Slaney could, though. Kaminski with Craigwell right on him. Pass through center is intercepted. Backhanded in by Martin Lapointe. Lapointe, Craigwell, and Thornton. Look where they're lined up. Thornton's in deep. Lapointe's at the blue line, and Craigwell's behind him almost at center ice. One man in.
They won't press behind that net, not unless they're certain of getting the puck.
Now LaPointe's in after it. Now Cregwell goes for the net. So does Thornton. And the puck came back on the boards all the way into the Canadian zone. Slaney with 2 men on it. Turned and dumped the puck through center. Thornton gets the puck away from Kasparaitis. Goes wide on Berezin, but he's taken to the boards. Snap towards the goal. Lindros off the bench with Craig. Marshall took the man. Slaney came back and got the puck for Canada. Soviets are changing on the fly as well. Chris Snell to Eric Lindros. Pierre 70 took a shot off a stick to the corner. Mironov trying to clear it, can't do it against Lindros. Now in 70's corner. Kasparaitis is on him. Lindros is over to help out, and he gets the puck to Mike Craig. He was checked in front of the goal by Mironov. Out at center. Berezin couldn't get away from Karl Dykhouse. And the Canadians send the Soviets back in their own zone again. 1:40 left, second period. 2-1 Canada. They had a 2-0 lead after the first. Craig dumped the puck in. Lindros. Vigan came out to poke the puck away from him. Snell thought he kept the puck in, but it's offside.
You've got to like the ingredients on Lindros' line. Sevigny is very good in the corners on the puck. Mike Craig is strong in front of the net, as is Lindros. But Lindros will control the puck the majority of the time, and especially around behind the net. It's his protective zone.
Pierre Sevigny from St. Hyacinth. St. Hyacinth, easy for me to say, of the Quebec League. Didn't start the tournament on this line. Kent Manderville did. Played the exhibition games there. They moved things around to get Manderville on a line with Falloon and Johnson, and that worked very well. And Sevigny has really complimented Lindros and Craig well.
And at the evaluation camp in the summer, Sevigny had played with Lindros and had played well.
Kudashov to Petrov. Oleg Petrov centering pass. It is skate in front. Dykhouse cleared it away from the on-rushing Pavel Bure. Soviets like to have their big line on the ice late in the period to try and get a goal. They did in the first. They've done it before in this tournament. Kasparaitis, the defenseman who plays a lot, sent the puck down the ice. Brisebois back for it. 50 seconds to go in the second period. Nemchnikov for Kudashov. Back to Evgeny Nemchnikov in his third World Championship. Sandis Oslich, rink wide. Petrov tripped as he turned around to get the puck. Here's Dykhouse moving up. Checked by Nemchnikov. Centering pass in front of the net. Sillinger couldn't tip the puck in. Back come the Soviets. Petrov with 20 seconds to go in the period. Bure moved up, and the puck was taken away from him and sent to center. Lindros is one-on-one against Oslich. Goes for the net. Oslich won the play, getting the puck to the board. Lindros is in after the puck. One last chance. Nobody going for the net. Now they are. Craig shoots it. And Sveigen made the save as the buzzer sounded to end the second period. A last-second chance for Canada, and I don't know if it would have counted it. Craig put it in.
Well, it was a great play, though. Lindros, again, around behind the net and sending that puck out to Mike Craig. Watch, Craig just initially wanted to get that puck right back in behind the net. Why? Well, he knew that Lindros would always be there. He looks for that play. Lindros ducked the check, put it out in front, and Mike Craig was ready to hammer that puck.
And by the time this happened, the buzzer had sounded. The second period was over and is. Sergei Zholtok scored for the Soviet Union. It's a one-goal lead for Canada. Our second intermission features are coming up with our host, Paul Romanuk.
This sports update is brought to you by Kellogg's Corn Flakes. Taste them again for the first time.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to TSN Control. I'm Teresa Hergert. A light night in the NHL. We'll take you first of all to Edmonton, the Detroit Red Wings in town, and Bill Ranford in net for Edmonton tonight. It'll be interesting to see what happens when Grant Fuhr comes back. First period, Edmonton strikes first. Kevin Lowe takes a shot. Cheveldae comes up with a save. So Martin Zelina with the rebound. He bangs it home. That makes it 1-0 for the Oilers. but the Wings come right back. Off the face-off, Racine the shot, Brent Fedek then dekes out Ranford, and that ties the game at 1 after 1 this game into the second period, and still the score 1-1. Some other scores for you. Buffalo with a 4-1 win over Winnipeg. Vive and Howardchuk a goal and an assist each. And in overtime, Philadelphia and Washington, and they've battled to a 3-3 draw.
After a couple of periods, 17-14 in favor of Team Canada. They are leading by a score of 2-1. Throughout this tournament, just down to this side of us have sat the parents of all of these players, the people who got up morning after morning, morning after cold morning to take their kids to hockey practice. And for them, this is as big a highlight as it is for the kids. Sitting up in the stands and watching the 22-man roster is the 23rd man. The collective 23rd man, welcomed by CAHA President Murray Costello last week.
I want to welcome you as parents to this hosting of the World Junior Championship 1991.
The parents have been brought here from all over Canada in the belief that the best support staff of all is the family unit.
I think they are our biggest fans, but you know, it's a World Championship and it's a unique experience, and I think the parents should be enjoying this just as much as the kids are. And I think this family plan is exactly that. It's allowing the families to enjoy what is really a lifetime experience.
Maybe the most avid supporters of all are the Slaneys, Helen and Joe, parents of Canadian defenseman John, all the way from St. John's, Newfoundland.
Sure, I mean, especially when they came on Christmas Day. I mean, that was one of the biggest gifts I already got. I mean, I haven't seen my parents since actually beginning of August, and then they said they were coming. I was pretty happy to see them here.
The red carpet hasn't stopped since the players' parents have arrived. If the boys need uniforms, so do the parents.
Okay.
And the same for transportation. And of course, one of the great Canadian national pastimes, eating. And you also get the best seat in the house to watch from.
Come on, come on, another one. Ooh, lovely. Look. Ooh. Top hand corner, John, they're telling you. Oh! Watch it, watch it. Gosh. Get him out, get him. Come on, we need another one. We need another one, just like the other one. Oh!
Like it is for the kids, it's an experience the parents won't soon forget.
Well, this past week, I really had to pinch myself almost to say, you know, this is John who's gone to this World Juniors, and, you know, I'm his mother, and I'm going to be there, and it's just a thrill.
Although it's nice to have parents to talk to, in the past, they've been a bit of a distraction to the players at times. But parents will be parents. They try to offer advice and a little bit of encouragement.
Yeah.
We looked at the evaluations from '86 when we hosted the event in Hamilton, and the biggest distraction to the players in their minds was their parents. And when you're at home, they're concerned that their parents get game tickets. The IHF doesn't allow 2 tickets per player like they do in the Canadian Hockey League or the NHL. Were their parents happy? Did they have hotel rooms? Did they have access to their kids? And it was a great distraction. So knowing that, we put together a parents plan where here they'd be accommodated, they would have jackets, we've got a room where they can meet with the kids after the games, and we can guarantee that they're not a distraction to the players this time around.
Go, 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 go.
So while you're watching the rest of tonight's game, listen carefully. You'll hear the parents. I'm no authority, but the most leather-like lungs of the week might well go to either Helen Slaney or perhaps Bonnie Lindros. You can hear them throughout the game. Cheering session kind of quiet right now. After a couple of periods, Canada leading the Soviets by a margin of 2-1. Lots more to come.
Honda Accord has a lot going for it, so we built the Dodge Spirit and Plymouth Acclaim to compete. But people say it's still not a Honda, so we said suppose we took out the V6 engine and put in a 4-cylinder engine. Suppose we took out the extra passenger room and optional driver's airbag, and suppose we added about $2,500 to the cost. Now that's more like a Honda. Chrysler, all you have to do is drive one.
It took 2,000 years, but a revolutionary discovery is changing the way men think about coloring their gray hair. It's called Just for Men, from the leader in men's hair coloring. Simply apply Just for Men, and in 5 minutes, shampoo out. Your gray is blended away, leaving your natural-looking color. 5 minutes. Here, look at me. Just for Men leaves your hair looking healthy and fuller, and it won't fade or wash out. Just for Men, in the men's hair care section.
Reggie, Lewis, Roller Coaster Jam. Lewis, Around the World Jam. Reggie, Reverse Jam.
That's Reverse Jam.
That's Reggie, Lewis.
Well, you know them. You may not know them personally, but you know them. They are the faces of the volunteers, the people who help things like this run smoothly. And there are hundreds of them, literally hundreds of them, who've been working around the clock here in Saskatoon and in Regina and throughout Saskatchewan, making sure this tournament goes okay. We walked around and talked to a few of them, no doubt who they're cheering for.
I've been at it for about 6 days. It's been a gas. It's been a lot of fun.
It's great, just great. I think it's fantastic. We've met a lot of scouts, a lot of new people. Right on. Let's go, Canada!
It's been great. I've met quite a few of the players, and they've autographed a stick for me, the Czech team did, so it's been quite nice.
Go, Canada, go!
And next to Go Canada, the most popular phrase uttered by the volunteers this week is, have you got a TSN pin? I gave all mine away in the first day. Lots more still to come. It's 2-1 Canada over the Soviets in the World Junior Hockey Championship.
Remember, arm down the shaft, heel the stick of the base, stick back.
It's a part of life almost taken for granted. People know Canadian Tire will have the top brands and the low prices. When you think about it, nobody addresses Canada's needs so completely as the more than 400 addresses of Canadian Tire. Giving you the time to turn that raw talent into tomorrow's pro.
You know, son, the goalies are the real stars of this game.
It's a nice hotel, nonetheless, the Bessborough in downtown Saskatoon. And after a couple of periods, Canada enjoying a 2-1 lead over top of the Soviet Union in the gold medal game of this 1991 World Junior Hockey Championship. Bob McKenzie joining us now for our tournament notebook segment. 22 Soviet players on the roster, 22 Soviet players down on the bench and on the ice. Are all 22 going to get on the plane to go home tomorrow?
Well, that's a good question. I tore myself away from the game to walk around a little while looking for a man named Vitaly Shevchenko. And a lot of people don't know who he is, but he's an agent. He lives in Canada, and he was very responsible for bringing Alexander Godinyak to the Toronto Maple Leafs picked up $50,000 of Toronto Maple Leaf money for delivering him, too. And there's a report that he's here today, and that's significant because when he's around, Soviet hockey players may tend to disappear. You add up a few other factors. You look at the fact that Vyacheslav Kozlov, the Detroit Red Wings, is out there looking pretty good in this tournament. Detroit Red Wings scout Nick Polano is here. Nick Polano is the James Bond of the NHL. Wherever he goes, hockey players seem to disappear. It was Peter Klima, then it was Sergei Fedorov. And maybe we're getting into a case of adding 1 + 1 + 1 and coming up with 4 here. But it's certainly a situation the Bears watching over the next day or two before the Soviets leave. It's not completely out of the question, not completely likely either, but something to keep an eye on.
All right, a little international intrigue always adds a little bit of spice to any tournament, although I'm sure there will be spice to go around and lots of it in the third period of this game. Canada is up 2-1 heading into the third period of the gold medal game. You're watching the World Junior Hockey Championship here on TSN.
Under 2 liters. Drop back. All imports with small interiors under 100 cubic feet. Drop back. Now, cars over $15,000. Clear out.
More car than you expect for less than you think. The 1991 Sonata.
He was asleep for 30 years.
Your patients haven't moved in decades. These people are alive inside.
Until a doctor with a dream
Dr. Thayer, it's a miracle.
opened his eyes.
Have you thought what you'd like to do today? Everything.
His mind.
He didn't wake a thing, he woke a person.
And his heart.
And what I feel is the freedom of life, the wonderment of life.
Robert De Niro, Robin Williams. Awakenings, now playing at a theater near you. Check newspapers.
1 goal scored in the second period. Sergei Zholtok scoring it for the Soviets at 11:20, unassisted. He says thank you very much on the giveaway. And promptly buries this one in behind Trevor Kidd. Not much chance there for Kidd. Shots on goal in the second period, 12-6 in favor of the Soviets. 2 period totals, 17-14 in favor of Team Canada.
20 minutes to gold. Canada and the USSR. Don't know if it adds to the intrigue or not, but number 19, Sergei Martiniuk, who broke a finger in the first game, tried to come back tonight, has not returned to the game since the first period, and the Montreal Canadian draft pick is not even on the bench.
That's a surprise because I thought that he would be ready to play in this game, and it sure appeared that way for the warm-ups.
He didn't shoot much in the warm-up, though. Index finger on his left hand was broken in the first game against the United States, and he didn't play after that. Tried to come back tonight, and the comeback attempt has failed. He is Pavel Bure's regular center that hasn't been for most of this tournament. Doesn't seem to have hurt Pavel. Here's Kozlov, number 9. Into the corner, Mike Craig for Canada, number 15. Clears the puck down the ice. And there's an early icing call against Canada.
So what kind of game is Canada going to play in this third period? The first period, they were back and forth. It was a quick-paced period. Little respect at times for the Soviets and doing some banging and crashing. The second period, Dick Todd's troops seemed to lay back a little bit more respectful of the Soviets. At the same time, they made very few mistakes. Only one, and that was Harlock.
Off the draw, Craig couldn't get the puck out against Kasparaitis. They both went down. Chris Snell is over for the puck, number 6 for Canada. And he flips it in the air down the ice. Boris Mironov is back. Mironov from the Red Army team. To Kozlov and back. '18-year-old Mironov. Stick handles through center very slowly. Lindros hooking at him, can't get him. Snell, much smaller, but takes his man to the boards. And Eric Lindros clears the puck. Bure keeps it in his corner, back on the point. Kozlov takes a blast. Kidd makes the save. Loose puck. Bure's after it. Shot it off the side of the goal. Soviets have put Bure and Kozlov together. Their best center and their best right winger are playing on a line together, and you'll probably see that throughout this third period. Darius Kasparaitis. Up the middle. Brisebois cut off the pass. Sergei Zweigin leaves the puck for Kasparaitis. Checked by Rice into the boards, and he went down, and Kasparaitis is hurt. Zolotov was carrying the puck. Kasparaitis hurt when checked by Stephen Rice.
Kasparaitis just went into the boards off balance when Rice hit him. You could see that that left leg of his seemed to jam along the boards.
Gary, I wouldn't be surprised if in the first 40 minutes he played 20 of them. He's been a great defenseman, and look how he does the splits as he gets caught up in the boards.
Well, he's favoring that leg, but he also went to the bench on his own accord, but it doesn't look good for him as he is limping heavily.
Had one look back and a head shake for the referee, who is Heinrich Bjorkman of Sweden. Mike Sillinger, Stephen Rice on the ice with Pierre Sevigny. There's been some line juggling for Team Canada. There's a shot by Brisebois off the draw, one by Sillinger. Sevigny's in Draper's spot. Kidd makes a save. Big rebound, poked to the front of the net. Another shot is whistled wide of the goal, and Rice comes up with a puck. Flips it through center. Sevigny. Jitnik had him lined up, and the pass was offside. Following tonight's game, stay tuned for our TSN Turning Point, brought to you by National Trust.
There is one major financial institution that listens to your needs, that provides you with a...
Attendance tonight is 11,612 at Saskatchewan Place. That's a full house.
They sold this building out twice. They added 600 bleachers yesterday. They sold that out again.
Jason Marshall from Cranbrook, BC. To Sevigny, not out of the line. Jitnik kept it in with a good low shot that didn't miss the net by much. Yushkevich checked at center by Mike Sillinger, who got the puck, and Yushkevich recovered. Kudashov.
I don't like the way the Soviets are really, right from the opening faceoff here, tried to slow the game down a bit. They have too much ability to turn it up again.
Here comes Eric Lindros, barging towards the net. Jitnik stayed with him. Lindros bounced off the boards and lost his helmet. Jitnik has the puck. Manderville comes in to check as well. Zolotov, number 27. Kudashov, number 12. In behind the net, can't center it. Zolotov. Both teams have done some line juggling. Eric Lindros out with Kent Manderville and Greg Johnson on this shift. Now Falloon's out to join Manderville and Johnson. Lindros was out for the faceoff. From the point, Oslich for the shot. Kidd got a piece of that. Korotkov. Zoltok couldn't get a shot away. Manderville deep in his own zone. Dykhuis comes back. The centering pass. Oslich from the point. Kidd makes the save. Valery Karpov goes to the corner. Korotkov there with Manderville. Zoltok there as well, trying to poke the puck free. And he does. Korotkov. Nemsnikov into a crowd. Kidd makes the save. Big rebound. Falloon cleared it, not out. Oslich with a shot. He scores! 2-2 tie.
It was so easy here to see that coming. Canada could not get the puck out of their own zone. They couldn't get a stoppage in play. They were more worried about taking the body than they were about the puck. It was just a mad scramble, and Canada was getting tired. Lots of traffic in front of Trevor Kidd. Look at it. But Trevor Kidd flipped that puck away rather than trying to dive out and smother it and get a stoppage of play.
An unassisted goal by Sandis Oslich. At 3:50 of the third period, 2-2 tie. Now you can feel a little tension in the air in this building. Canada had a 2-0 lead after the first. 2-1 at the end of the second. Now it's 2-2. Mironov to Pavel Bure, number 10, with Oleg Petrov. Bure is caught and checked by Chris Draper. Kept into the point by Mironov as the Canadians can't come out again. Kozlov in on Kidd. Mironov to the net. The Soviets really put on some pressure now. Mike Craig out to center. Eric Lindros races after the puck. Pushes Kasparaitis aside. Centering pass. Mironov is there to clear the puck away from Chris Draper. Chris Draper has moved into the spot previously occupied by Pierre Sevigny on a line with Lindros and Craig. Vic Todd has done some line juggling for the third period, as is Robert Cherenkov. Here's Oleg Petrov. Kozlov goes for the net. Shot it wide. Loose puck at the side of the goal. Petrov was checked and knocked down. Out at center ice comes Mike Craig, number 15, with Lindros. Lindros in after the puck. Check to the boards. Kasparaitis gets the puck and clears it. Zolotov, number 27. Zhitnik, number 5, moves up, takes the shot. Marshall got a piece of that and sent it wide of the goal. 5 minutes and 10 seconds into the third period, now in a 2-2 tie. Rice to the blue line and over. Zolotov, number 27, and a delayed offside is called against Canada as Zolotov carried the puck deep into his own zone.
Soviets were playing a little possum at the start of this third period. They slowed the tempo down until they hit Canada's blue. Then they started turning it on. They started forechecking, laying the body on a little bit, digging that puck out. What we haven't seen them do, as much as we thought we'd see them do, is go wide on the Canadian defense. They've so often held up at the blue line, looking for someone to come up with them so they could make the pass.
Chris Snell dumped the puck in off the face-off. Rice went to the net as the puck bounced out front, and the Soviets clear it. Mike Sillinger with Rice and Sevigny in over the blue line. Ross Lynch back in his own zone, knocked down by Stephen Rice. Kudashov over the blue line. Korotkov with a weak backhander on Trevor Kidd, and he holds on. 14:09 to go to goal in a 2-2 tie. The Soviets, they'll still get gold. A tie game gives Canada a bronze. A loss, and Canada doesn't get a medal. They want to win for gold. Shot off the draw by Mutkov is blocked by Kidd in front. Karpov shot, and Kidd stopped him. Valery Karpov with a great chance, and Kidd got his legs across and made the save. Kent Manderville for Canada gains center and dumps the puck in. Pat Falloon in the right wing against Mironov. Can't come up with the puck. Korotkov. Zoltak dumps the puck in, and Pat Falloon is back. Patrice Brisebois to Pat Falloon and up to center. Boris Mironov fires it back in on Kidd offside against the Soviets.
Oh, a great chance for the Soviets. Karpov had the puck to the right of Trevor Kidd, and Kidd went down early. Karpov had the top of the net. He just couldn't get that stick on the puck and get it up and over Karpov.
Valery Karpov. And Trevor Kidd stopped it.
Trevor Kidd was down. There was lots of room up top. Karpov couldn't find it.
Hasn't had much luck in any of the games by the looks of his stats in the tournament. Craig, Lindros, and Draper out for Canada now against the big line of the Soviets. Kozlov, Petrov, and Pavel Bure, who shoots. Shot was blocked. Mike Craig. Eric Lindros now. Bumps with Lynch. Two big boys. Kozlov back the other way. Petrov's in front, so is Bure. Mike Craig after the puck. Hooks Bure to the ice. And Chris Snell plays the puck for Kyle Dykhouse.
Canada have to move the puck in their own zone quicker.
There's a giveaway to Petrov with Kozlov. The drop pass. Bure's been knocked down. Petrov's in front of the net. Dykhouse takes Kozlov. And there's penalties being called. I believe it'll be coincident penalties to Craig and Bure. We'll be back in a moment. Coincident minor penalties to Pavel Bure and Mike Craig. At 7:22 of the third period in a 2-2 tie.
So a scoring threat for both teams gone. Opens up the ice a little bit in international play.
Alexei Zhitnik, Darius Kasparaitis. There's Zhitnik, number 5. What a great skater. Holds up, fell down. Kasparaitis. To Zhitnik. Alexei Kudashov. Pass for Zolotov. Tipped out of the air by Slaney and into the stand. Last night they thought they might be playing hoping for a silver. Now they're embroiled in a gold medal game after a reprieve from Finland.
Mrs. Lindros and Mrs. May. A little nervous, I would think.
A little?
Okay, a lot nervous.
Yeah. Dick Todd has done some line juggling. He put Chris Draper with Lindros and Craig, obviously to counter Kozlov, Petrov, and Bure being put together. The Soviets put all their big guys in one line. So it really becomes, at even strength situations, when they're at full strength, Draper's job to check Pavel Bure.
Draper, one of the best defensive players on Team Canada.
Now it's Lindros and Draper against Petrov and Kozlov. That's the forward matchup. Oleg Petrov ran into Kozlov and went down. Dykhouse, or Harlech make that, moves up on the play and dumps the puck in, and Boris Mironov is back.
And Lindros was tripped up at the blue line.
Oleg Petrov tries to split the defense, goes down, hoping to draw a penalty, nothing doing. Henrik Bjorkman will have none of it. 8.5 minutes into the third period. Canada 2, the Soviets 2.
The Soviets are sure running the interference on Eric Lindros when he tries to get into the offensive zone.
Draper steals the puck. The pass for Lindros was knocked away by Boris Mironov. Zolotov over the blue line. His shot was blocked. Back comes Draper to Lindros. One man back. Goes for the net. Scooped it wide. Draper taken to the board by Nemchnikov. Gave him a little punch as they came off the boards. Slava Kozlov went wide on Dykhouse. 2-on-1. Zolotov in front. Mishandled the puck. Canada caught a break there. Back they come. Lindros with Dykhouse. 2-on-2. Dykhouse goes for the net. The late man is Snell into the corner. Pat Falloon couldn't get the puck back to Snell, and the Soviets come out. The penalties to Craig and Bure have expired. They're back on the ice. Karatkov to the blue line and no further. 10.5 minutes to go in the game. Mike Craig tried to steal the puck and couldn't. Oslich up on the right wing. Valery Karpov chases the puck. John Slaney picks up speed as he comes out of his own end through center. In on the right wing. Lost the puck as he's checked by Yushkevich. In behind the net, Manderville. Checked by Yushkevich. Zhitnik. Alexei Zhitnik. Fell again. Might have something wrong with his skates. That's happened to him a couple of times in recent moments.
Defensively, very seldom are you going to beat the Soviets on a one-on-one.
Rice got the puck to the end board. But it comes all the way around. And out comes Zolotov, number 27. Kudashov takes the shot. Blocked by Kidd. Scooped away from the front of the net by John Slaney. Canadians are making changes. Yushkevich to Kasparaitis. Dmitry Yushkevich, number 3, drops it off. Bure came back in his own zone. Now he sprints through center as the pass goes to Petrov. Brisebois is back, and he clears the puck. Kozlov dumped it inside the blue line. Out comes Brisebois carrying the puck. Turned it over. Petrov with Kozlov. Bure trailing. Petrov to Kozlov. Didn't get much of a shot away. Brisebois back deep in his own zone. 9 minutes to go. Canada 2 and the Soviets 2. Pierre Sevigny with Sillinger and Craig over the blue line. Big Todd can't get his matchup right now. Lindros and Draper had just had a long shift. They would normally be out against Kozlov's line. Chris Snell intercepted a Soviet pass.
Canada's defense are starting to take a few too many liberties offensively. Griesbaugh tried to do it all himself, then Snell jumped up.
Petrov was blasted to the ice by Mike Sillinger. Mike Craig dumps the puck in. Oslich. Long pass out of center. Hit Karpov in the skate. Snell to Falloon. In over the blue line, Draper. For Lindros, blocked by Oslich. In front of the goal for Falloon. It's swept away from him by Mironov. Now Snell with just over 8 minutes to go. His pass went off a Soviet into the stands. 2-2 tie at Saskatchewan Place. A win for the gold for Canada. A tie is good for bronze. A loss, no medal at all. At what point do you start to go for the win and the gold?
Well, all I think Canada's got to do right now, Jim, is get back to the way they started this game out. Dumping that puck in, making sure they've got one man high, but getting two men in on top of the puck quickly.
Manderville and Johnson are the first men in right now. Nemsnikov. Bad pass. Manderville's shot. Sveigen made the save. Zoltar up the boards, and the Soviets get the puck to center. Bashkatov knocked down at center. Kudashov plays the puck back to Evgeny Nemsnikov. Kudashov takes a shot. Kid kicks it out. Cleared down the ice. No icing as Nemsnikov comes back to pick it up. Manderville and Falloon into forecheck. Now they start backing up. Zolotov into the middle. Bashkatov couldn't come up with the puck. Kozlov back on the ice. He's playing a lot in the third. Slava Kozlov joined by Petrov and Bure now as Kidd comes out of his net and covers up. 7:14 to go in the game in a 2-2 tie. Here's Paul.
Well, this is just a warm-up for a great season of junior hockey ahead on TSN. CHL Sunday night premieres Wednesday, January the 9th, 7:30 Eastern. Cornwall and Belleville. It all culminates in May with the Memorial Cup Championship from Quebec City.
We wish you well on your travels, Paul, and may every game you call be like this one. Carl Dykhouse off a draw won by Sillinger. Shot towards the net. Sillinger's back for it. Down on the boards for Draper, who's out against Bure again. Back with Sillinger and Rice. Yushkevich, number 3. Up the boards to Petrov. Out come the Soviets. Kozlov goes wide on the right wing. Bure's trailing on the play. Kozlov for the net. Kidd stopped him at the side of the goal. Snell to Sillinger. Gave it away at the line. Zipnik with a shot. Tipped in front. Loose puck. And the Soviets couldn't put it by Trevor Kidd. Petrov to Kozlov. Can't get a shot. Yushkevich. Backhand shot. Kidd makes the save. The loose puck in front. Bure was knocked down as he tried to backhand it. Carl Dykhouse starts out for Canada. 6:25 to go in the game. Draper's in after Yushkevich. Right on top of him. And on top of the puck, Sillinger comes in against Zipnik. Yushkevich is up. Up the middle to Zoltak. Sergei Zoltak checked into the boards. Cleared off the glass by Brisebois to center. Boris Mironov. A long blast in on Kidd. Canada's managed only 2 shots on goal in the third period. Korotkov to the front of the net. Karpov tipped the puck just wide.
Canada are back on their heels too much.
There's Eric Lindros. Ran into traffic. Darius Kasparaitis gets the puck through center. Soviets have outshot them 9-2 in the third and scored the only goal to tie this game 2-2. Lindros in after Mironov. Pass for Karpov got by him and all the way down the ice. Icing against the Soviets. 5:25 left in the game. It's a 2-2 tie. Championship, the gold medal game. 5:25 left in it. And it's a 2-2 tie. Craig Johnson won the draw. John Slaney dumped the puck to the corner. Johnson centering pass. Kudashov is there to take it away for the Soviets. Up the boards, can't get it out. Slaney blasts one, scores!
No words could describe the feeling in this crowd.
It's a goal that spans Canada. Jason Marshall from Cranbrook, BC, to John Slaney from St. John's, Newfoundland, and Canada leads by 1. First of the tournament for Slaney, but still 5 minutes to go in the game. Only the third shot on goal for Canada in the third period. Now the Soviets' big line is out on the ice, but Canada's after the puck. Sillinger overskated it. Here's Pavel Bure. Oleg Petrov. Kozlov takes the shot. Blocked by Dykhouse. Kozlov again with a shot. Deflected to the corner. Stephen Rice is the first man back. Slipped and fell. Bure got the puck. Pulled under him by Rice. And he stops the play with 4:44 to go.
Dick Todd knows that's a long 4:44. Another look at the goal. And Vanderbilt could have dunked it if he was a basketball player. Not everyone in this crowd tonight along the best seats are cheering for their sons. That's Mary Todd, Dick Todd's wife, and his daughter, all painted up in the festive spirit.
Anybody got any nails left? 4:37 to go.
I didn't have any coming into this game. After the Czech game, the Swede game.
John Slaney scored. Here's his mom. Good reason to scream. Pierre Sevigny dumped the puck down the ice. Yushkevich back for it. Icing against Canada. They know curling out here and felt that one was still in the house.
And it's been tough today with face-offs. Canada and the Soviets pretty much even. Sevigny just got dumped on the ice.
He went down again. I think this time he bumped into Sergei Zolotov and went down, maybe trying to draw a penalty. Stirring the pot. Lindros and Korotkov in the face-off. Back to the point. Zhitnik kept it in for the Soviets. Lindros, the first man back for it. Around the boards for Mike Craig. Can't move it out. Up the boards. Yushkevich keeps it in at the left point. Zoltan in for Karpov behind the net. Valery Karpov has control. Then he gave it away, and Sevigny to Banks and cleared it.
That second man in for Canada in the corners in their own end zone has got to look for the puck. They're still thinking about the body. First man can do that. Second man's got to take the puck.
3 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Blasted in by Korotkov. Canada must win to win gold. Pierre Sevigny dumps the puck in, plays it on the boards, works the clock. Lindros picks up the puck. 3.5 minutes to go. Yushkevich. Jan Kaminsky up the middle. Dykhouse got it to the Soviet blue line. There's an interception, and Manderville moves in looking for insurance. Falloon and Johnson hang back. Now Johnson goes to the front of the net. Manderville putting up a fight on the boards. Comes out with the puck. Dykhouse plays the puck on the boards for Pat Falloon. Johnson to the end boards. Manderville working the clock beautifully. Johnson in behind the net. Falloon's out front. Soviets clear the puck. Can't get it by Manderville. Now in a second effort they do. Zolotov, number 27, couldn't handle a pass. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go.
That puck went off the backboards but didn't cross the line, so it wasn't icing.
Kozlov dumped the puck in. Brisebois, the first man back for Canada. To the blue line and out. Draper doesn't know it's there. Kasparaitis has the puck. The Soviets' big line is on the ice. Kozlov, Petrov, Pavel Bure. And Bure has the puck. Almost gave it away. Petrov checked the clock. Took a hit. Bure has to go back for the puck. Under 2 to go. Over the blue line, Kasparaitis is turned back. Mironov dumps the puck in. Harlech sends it down the ice. Icing against Canada. 1:45 to go.
Harlock knew that Dick Todd wanted a line change, but I don't think Harlock intended to throw the puck down the ice for an icing. He was trying to bank it off and have it just lay in the zone.
Oh, Mary still had the wherewithal to check her ticket numbers on the 50-50 draw. She could win big twice tonight.
The only draw Dick Todd is worried about, though, is the one in his own end zone.
He'll assign Eric Lindros to that. What a magnificent game. What magnificent games over the last week.
Sevigny and Harlock are continuing to talk to Korotkov.
Slowly they get their players ready. Two to nothing Canada after the first. 2-1 Canada after the second. The shots on goal in the third period. Canada has 3. The Soviets have 14. They've had trouble getting the bench door closed. All of that gives Eric Lindros a little more rest. Eric better know face-off. Lindros and Korotkov.
They're both waved out of there for their pushing and shoving.
Now it's Craig against Zoltak. Mike Craig wants to make sure everyone's positioned well. Off the draw. Craig gets the puck up the boards. Not out. Now on a second effort, they get it to center. Minute and a half to go. Canada 3, Soviets 2. In over the blue line, Dykhouse turns the Soviets back. Shitnik. 1:20 to go. Zoltak goes wide on Marshall. Taken down. No call from Bjorkman now. 1:10 to go, and the Canadians get the puck out of their zone. Korotkov. All the Canadians are back inside the blue line. Kidd holds on. 58 seconds to go.
As much as possible, Dick Todd will delay this game. You heard Dick Todd. Sit down. Now's the time to catch your wind. Save the legs.
I can't tell whose timeout it is. I'm assuming Canada's, but they're taking so much extra time, and Cherenkov doesn't mind. He wants to talk to his players. The Soviets have pulled their goaltender. Schweigen is out. A tie, remember, and the Soviets strike gold. Canada can only win gold with the victory. 6 attackers will be inside the line, and this will be one last shift in the game. Lindros against Bure. They're both on the ice.
This is the biggest face-off Eric Lindros has ever taken in his life.
He's up against Slava Kozlov. Lindros won the draw cleanly. Craig couldn't move the puck out. To the point, Yushkevich shoots into a crowd. A rolling puck went wide. Canadians frantically try and clear it and do get the puck to center. Yushkevich. Mironov and right back in on Trevor Kidd. Lindros is there. Flip the puck in the air, out of play. 39 seconds to go. You were wrong, Greener. This is the biggest face-off of Eric Lindros' life.
Well, he won the last one cleanly.
He'll face off against Slava Kozlov again.
This time if he wins it cleanly, Dykhouse has got to get that puck up and over the defense in the blue line into the neutral zone at least.
To the front of the net. Petrov scrambled after the puck. Lindros flips it in the air. It won't get to the net. Icing.
No, Jim, this next face-off might be the biggest face-off in Eric Lindros' life. How many more of them are we going to have?
16-3 are the shots on goal for the Soviets in the third. But Canada has a 1-goal lead on John Slaney's first of the tournament at 14:47. Can Lindros win another? Kasparaitis moves up on the puck. Lindros slid into him. Lindros back for the puck. Sends it out to center. Chris Draper can't put it in the open net. 10 seconds to go. Canada has struck gold.
Jim, there were those that doubted the choice of Dick Todd as the head coach. There are none now.
Eric Lindros just threw his stick up to his mom. Canada has won back-to-back gold medals. Safe to say Team Finland will own the town tonight.
And you know something, Jim? I think they might even treat Finland. And it's so loud in this place, I can't even hear.
The coach's wife and daughter.
Representing Air Canada, Steve Kluber. Representing SM Petroleum Canada, John Wolfwest. And representing the Saskatchewan Breweries is Bob Pittendine.
You know, last year, overseas, when Canada needed a win over Czechoslovakia to get gold, a Newf named Wayne Norris scored the winner. And this year, Newfoundland has sent the goal scorer to the cup again, to the World Championship. John Slaney from St. John's scored tonight's winner.
It'll be a very happy night on the Rock tonight.
You got it. The bedlam subsides on the ice, at least at one end, for just a moment. Time for the official presentations, the closing ceremonies on the ice. Canada's player of the game, Chris Draper.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise for Team Canada's national anthem in recognition of tonight's winning team.
This is always a special moment at the World Championship, but particularly when it's on home ice.
receive all the results.
What a special night in Canada at Saskatchewan Place. Canada has defeated the Soviets and won the gold medal. Let's go to Paul Romanuk down at ice level. Paul?
And without further ado, let's go to Trevor Kidd. Trevor, congratulations. This was the game where you really had to do it. You had your doubters, and you turned in what I guess has to be the greatest game of your life.
Oh, it's just a great feeling. I can't believe it. Last year, you know, I didn't play a game, and this year there was a lot of pressure on me. I had to do what Stefan said. I got that monkey off my back now. It's an unbelievable feeling. Best day of my life. I can't believe it.
What's the greatest thing about it?
It's just, you know, playing for your country, the pride. You see everybody here, Canada #1. Unbelievable. Best day of my life.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
That just about says it all, doesn't it? We'll be back with more of the festivities as a party on at Saskatchewan Place. Player of the game. And down on the ice, Paul Romanuk is with Eric Lindros.
Eric, congratulations. I sense that the way you went over, threw the stick up to your mom, you were talking to your brother. This is a real family experience for you.
It is. It's great. You know, they've been here. They've supported me all the way through, and it's really great for them to be here. Actually, I gave the stick to my sister.
What is the most incredible thing about all of this for you?
Just, you know, having those Scandinavian countries come back for us twice in a row. And, you know, being ready, you know, we're really at a low after the game against the Czechs, and coming back, regrouping, and having another Newfie put that puck in the net for us.
Congratulations, Eric.
Thank you very much.
Eric remembers the Rock. I wonder if Wayne Norris is tuned in tonight. He's living down in the States now, attending the University of Michigan. Scored the winner in a 2-1 win over the Czechs, and John Slaney has the winner tonight with an assist from a BC boy. What a night for Team Canada. Back-to-back gold medals. The last time Canada hosted this tournament in 1986, the final game was a bit of a disappointment when that team in Hamilton was expected to win and then lost 4-1 to the Soviets. And here's the winning goal. John Slaney on the third shot of the period for Canada.
Slaney got that shot away just in time because a Soviet player was about to tip it away from him from behind.
Now we got to hear from John, don't we? I think Paul's got him down on the ice.
Well, I guess the Newfs had to do it. Congratulations. Great shot.
Kyler and I played so much defensive, I guess I had to go in an offensive attack. I seen the puck coming up to the boards, and I just ran after. I seen Kent Manor in front of me, and I started going for it. I mean, 5 minutes left, we had to win. That's all I did. I turned around and shot the puck, and I went in. I didn't even see the puck go in. I just jumped. And after that, I was in glory then. I can't say how much it was after.
John, is this especially satisfying for you? Because I know you changed your game a little bit in this tournament. You didn't play quite as offensively as you do in the Ontario Hockey League.
I know. I mean, Dick Todd wanted us all the defensive play defensive. I mean, we had to do what he wanted us to win. I mean, we showed him we did it. I mean, all the defensive played well defensively. I mean, it paid off. It's great.
John Slaney, the game-winning goal, and now the closing ceremonies of the tournament.
John Slaney got the goal. It's 1 o'clock in the morning in Newfoundland, and the party's just starting, Greener.
Well, it's just starting in every part of Canada, Jim, and we might even join in ourselves. Come on, buddy. I can talk you into it.
I don't know. What a tournament of comebacks, though. Remember the comeback against the Americans in Game 2 for a 4-4 tie? 4-2 it was against the Swedes in a 7-4 victory. There's the shot again by John Slaney, tipped by the Soviet defenseman Oslench, who scored one of the goals in front by the goaltender, Sergei Zvagin, and Canada had the victory. But then there was the comeback by the Finns last night. A goal with 15 seconds left. Maybe some special thanks ought to go out tonight to Jarkko Varvio. He scored the tying goal for Finland last night, just as Patrick England did it for Sweden last night. And these tournaments are so close, there's so little to choose between first and fourth. I suppose the fact that Canada's 2 gold medals were wrapped up in a span of 16 seconds. A goal with a second last year and 15 seconds this year tells you just how close it is. Well, take a big sigh of relief and a deep breath and stay tuned because the party is still on, and we'll be back to Saskatchewan Place for more in a moment. Welcome back to Saskatchewan Place, and for the first time, TSN has brought you live coverage of every game Canada's played at the World Junior Championship, and there have been some beauties. Topped off with a sensational performance by 2 great junior teams tonight, and a 3-2 victory for Canada. They had a 2-0 lead. It got very close, but John Slaney scored the winner. The Swiss gave up 50 goals in this tournament, but their goalie, Paulie Yax, was still named to the All-Star team.
Yax deserves it. As Bob McKenzie said, he saw a lot of rubber in this tournament, and he played well, surprisingly.
Scott LaChance will be prominent at the draft in June. He's from Boston University, from Bristol, Connecticut. That's where his home is. Played for Team USA and is an all-star defenseman. Yushkevich, number 3, you saw work tonight for the Soviets. Kuczynski from the Czechoslovakians at forward, and Mike Craig and Eric Lindros round out the all-star team. And the all-star coach for Canada is Dick Todd, and he's standing by with Paul Romanoff.
Dick, how about just a little bit of a smile?
It's great, Paul. It was great.
What is the most satisfying thing for you? You seem incredibly subdued for a guy who just won a gold medal.
Well, it's just fantastic feeling inside. I'm kind of a low-key guy, and the excitement is getting the victory accomplished. And then after that, it's kind of a downer because it's over with. There's no more fun. But it was an exciting 60 minutes, and we enjoyed it thoroughly. And I'm sure the people out there enjoyed it that watched on TV, and the 11,000 people that crammed the stadium here.
Dick, you talk about the whole experience. I mean, the gold medal has to be the highlight, but when you think back about all this, what else are you going to remember other than the outcome?
Well, there's a number of highs and lows. Player selections are difficult. Satisfying all the different facets of this kind of an arrangement where you've got people from all the way across Canada. It's a juggling act, and if you win, you're vindicated. If you don't, it's difficult, and I'm just thankful that we were able to vindicate all the things we did.
I'd like to say hi to the folks back in Peterborough.
Just like to say hello to the team that I've been away from for a month. My wife and daughter, my wife Mary and Terry Ann are here, and all my other friends back there. We just can't wait to get back.
Smile and congratulations.
Thank you very much, Paul.
Here are Jim Houston and Gary Green.
All right, Paul, 3-2, the final score here. The Canadians have defeated the Soviets. The closing ceremonies, presentation of medals still to come. We'll be back. Saskatchewan Place, and it's still jammed right after this. North American custom after victories.
Dick Todd thought the fun was over. Well, he forgot to tell his players. They thought he was a little subdued. They woke him up. Oh, that's got to be cold.
Now he's going to stand out on that chilly ice through the closing ceremonies. He might stick to the ice. We should mention, we told you about the All-Stars. You saw the best forward, Eric Lindros. Jiří Slager from Czechoslovakia has been named the best defenseman, and Paulie Yax the best goaltender, as the players on Team Canada have made their way into the dressing room.
I wonder if anybody told these guys they just won the Fair Play Cup. Do you think they care?
That's right. 56 minutes in penalties for Canada in the tournament, and the Fair Play Cup to go with their gold medals.
And that is an honor in itself, truly. To win the gold and do it cleanly.
Brad May and Scott Thornton, soon to be rivals in Buffalo and Toronto.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the official party for tonight's closing ceremonies, Mr. Walter Bush.
And now the closing ceremonies of this fine World Junior Championship.
International Ice Hockey Federation Referee Committee Chairman. Mr. Gord Renwick, First Vice President, International Ice Hockey Federation. Mr. Ed O'Doherty, Chairman, Canadian Amateur Hockey Association. Mr. Peter Sakreski, President of the Saskatchewan World Junior Hockey Championship. And Mr. Ron Ashton, representing Seiko Canada, sponsor of the Fair Play Trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 3 medal winning teams of this championship. The bronze medal winning team, Czech and Slovak Republic.
Czechs, including Yuri Slager, the top defenseman in the tournament.
The silver medal winning team, Team Soviet.
And a curtain call is coming up for the Canadians. Terry Pern, assistant coach, Chris Draper.
And the gold medal winning team, Canada.
I think they'll find enough energy for this second trip out on the ice.
So the fans can do this all over again. They love it.
There was some intervention in Regina last night with 15 seconds to go. A goal by Jarkko Varvio gave Canada a shot at goal tonight, and they made good on their opportunity. Team Canada, its coaches, trainers Jeff Thomas, Peter Friesen from the Saskatoon Blades, University of Saskatchewan. And the Canadian Amateur Hockey Association, represented on the ice with Team Canada as well. Team Canada's delegation, including Pat Reed, Rudy Gittins, the doctor, Robert Cherenkov, the Soviet coach.
The flag of the bronze medal winning team, Czech and Slovak Republic. The flag silver medal winning team, Team Soviet.
Czech's the only team to defeat Canada. And Canada, the only team to defeat the Soviets.
And the flag of the gold medal winning team, Canada. We now ask the team captains for the bronze medal winning team, Czech and Slovak Republic, to come forward and accept the commemorative plate from Mr. Renny Fassel. And Mr. Renny Fassel will now present the bronze medals to the members of Team Czech and Slovak Republic.
The Czechs played their final game today and defeated Finland 6-1. And might have hoped for silver had Canada lost this game. Pavel Bure is accepting the silver medal with the plate that goes with it, and some refreshments are being prepared for Team Canada.
We now ask the team captain for the gold medal winning team Canada to come forward and accept the championship trophy from Mr. Walter Bush.
He's not going to be able to do this alone. And they'll all get a chance to hold it up. In a few hours, reality will set in, and they'll all be making their way back to places like Oshawa and the Tri-Cities south of the border, Spokane.
Many who will lace on their skates, put on the equipment, and do it again tomorrow night.
Greg Johnson might be playing against Michigan Tech for the University of North Dakota tomorrow night. How about Mike Craig with the Minnesota North Stars against Vancouver tomorrow night? Probably. Mike Sillinger back to Regina. His trip is not a long one. Stephen Rice back to Kitchener. It won't be long before the New York Rangers beckon. Team Canada has won gold, and the festivities continue in Saskatchewan in just a moment.
Turning Point brought to you by National Trust. Can there be any doubt at all with the turning point of this game? And the entire series was for Team Canada. 14:47 of the final period. John Slaney, a guy with a great shot, gets to use it and scores his first goal and most important goal of the tournament. The winner for Canada, the gold medal goal. A cash donation will be made to the Coaching Association of Canada for training and development of coaches in amateur sport on behalf of TSN and National Trust. Our business is financial service. And save for Otis Redding in the background, a pretty quiet Canadian dressing room right now, Robert.
Well, obviously the players are all out on the ice, and just a great victory for them. You know, when you become world champions, you don't have to answer questions. And that's what this team looked as though it was going to have to do. But now, Trevor Kidd's goaltending, just fine. The defense, just fine. Dick Todd's player selections, just fine. No problem. Now it's the Soviets that have to ask some questions over there, answer some questions. You got a situation where they gave away the gold medal last night in Regina with some shoddy goaltending at that game against Finland. And here tonight, they had the trouble clearing the puck out of the end. They're the ones that have to reconcile with themselves coming into this tournament as one of the favorites for the gold medal.
You've covered these things before, and what strikes me as almost incredible, considering the emotion you feel just covering the tournament, is how subdued everybody seems. Dick Todd, very low-key. Also, many of the players in the dressing room, very low-key.
Well, sometimes when in Canada, you're more relieved than you are joyous to win a championship like this. It is incredible pressure that you're dealing with. I talked to Dick on the ice, and he just said he feels like a million-pound weight is off his shoulders. A very good strategic game today. Certainly there were some defensive flaws here or there, but as we said, Chris Draper did a great job of shutting down Pavel Bure. That was one of the big problems that they had to cope with coming into this game, is trying to deal with the Soviet superstars. The Soviet superstars were not a factor today, and great team play by Team Canada.
We will continue to hang out down here in the Canadian dressing room. Right now, though, back upstairs to Jim Houston and Gary Green.
Bob made a very good point in that I think a lot of this nation is relieved tonight because, as we said at the outset, a medal of any kind just isn't good enough for either of the teams that played here tonight. Unless it was gold, it just wasn't going to be good enough at all.
Jim, here's the scenario that could have happened, and Dick Todd talked to me about this afternoon. He said, what if it's a 4-4 tie in the last minute and a half of a game? You know that if you keep the tie, that you can get a medal, but not the gold medal. Do you pull your goaltender and go for it? There was no question. You pull your goaltender and go for it. They didn't have to resort to that, but the gold means everything.
Is there a major role reversal here? I mean, Canada just won the Seiko Fair Play Cup, and the Soviets are the most penalized team in the tournament. That would never have happened 10 years ago, would it?
No, it wouldn't. But both teams have learned from each other. And Canada has learned that if you're going to win a gold medal in any international play, then you have to have discipline. You can't win it sitting in the penalty box. On the other hand, we have taught the Soviets about emotion. They were emotional last night, especially their coach. But after their loss tonight, there were more sticks broken by the Soviets, I think, than there was during the whole tournament on the ice.
Well, I think that's about 40 for the Soviets in 2 nights. Emotion, controlled emotion, seems to be the important part for Canada, and they controlled and played a disciplined game throughout this tournament and have won the gold medal at the World Junior Championship.
When your car's original parts start to fall apart, choose Motomaster, Canada's #1 selling replacement parts. To get started in the morning, more people choose Motomaster batteries than Die Hard, Delco, or even this. Motomaster, Canada's #1 selling brand of replacement batteries.
Motomaster, built tough, back tough. Available at Canadian Tire.
The all-new Nissan Sentra. The guts and the glory.
Women of all ages play the game of hockey. Contact your local minor hockey association.
The prairies have been in the deep freeze now for about 3 weeks. I think the warmest temperature we felt while this junior tournament was on might have been about -25, but you know, it added a unique flavor to this World Junior Championship on the prairies. Didn't stop anybody from going to the games, at least not most of them. That's the Seiko Fair Play Cup. The Canadian team displays now. And wouldn't you know it, I just read in the paper today where the warm winds are supposed to blow across the prairies just as everyone blows out of town and the championship's over.
Well, remember what we talked about at the very start of this tournament, about how there have been so many distractions for Team Canada when it's been held in Canada before? Maybe this cold weather brought this team together because they spent a lot of time together huddled in a hotel room. That brought them closer together. They bowled together, they played cards together, and they watched last night's game together.
You know, I think they really came together earlier in this tournament in a game in Regina when they fell behind 4-2 against the Swedes and they stormed back. Trevor Kidd came on and played goal. They scored 5 straight goals and won 7-4. And it was after that game you could really tell they'd come together as a real unit. Now, there was still some bumps along the way, and a loss to the Czechs almost put them right out of the medals altogether.
But you're right, that was a very emotional game, and it pulled the team together. It was a character builder, as was described by many of the players and Coach Dick Todd.
You know, one thing that we talked about throughout this tournament was how good the American team was here. The USA surprised a lot of people, and had Canada lost this game tonight, that surprise U.S. team would have won a medal here. There was so very little to choose between first and fourth amongst the teams here. But really all that matters to all of these people on the ice right now, the ones with the gold medals around their necks, is that Canada won the championship. Down in the dressing room, Paul Romanuk is standing by. Paul?
Well, it's still a very quiet dressing room, Jim and Gary, and you kind of feel like you're intruding standing around in here. I mean, the dressing room's empty right now. The champagne is all laid out. They're ready to start the celebration. You feel like you're intruding, I think, because as much as this is a victory for the whole country and everybody who cheers for hockey and for Canadian teams, it's a victory really for the 22 guys in the coaching staff that spent the better part of 2 weeks inside of this room. They got together a few weeks ago. They went through the roller coaster of this entire tournament. The game against the Americans when people thought they looked a little bit shabby defensively. The comeback against the Swedes. The heartbreaking game against the Czechoslovakians. And of course, this game against the Soviets. It all went up and down and back and forth. And I can stand in here and look around at the lockers of the guys